Hey guys and welcome. Good morning. So it's Sunday morning. I woke up at 5 just because my car is leaving. That's the sad news. It's not leaving like second owners, but the problem is my dad is taking the car to Chennai. So here we go. Final thing. So today I'm gonna do a video and then the car is gonna leave. Today now we are gonna be talking about something very important. Today's video is about how does an MC work. So first let me pop the hood and then let me show you what is happening in the car. It's really hot in here because I idle the car before revving it, so it's gonna get hot. So if you can see right over there where I'm pointing at, that's the clutch MC, and that's how the part looks. This is a new one. The old part got destroyed. Not completely destroyed. It didn't catastrophically failurize, but the thing is, the spring failed in it. So now let's look at the part which has gone faulty. The reason why my car had gone to the service center is because of this part. This is the MC. If you see in the clutch system, there are two different cylinders inside the clutch system itself. So you can see the main cylinder which is connected to your clutch pedal, which is the MC, and the slave cylinder which is connected to the clutch itself, the pressure plate. Now let me open it because this is filled with the brake fluid, because clutch fluid and brake fluid are the same for most of the car and they are represented in the DOT. Let me just take it from the bag. That I asked my Honda service dealer to give me the old part. So this is here. So here it is. It is oily. I hope my mother doesn't beat me because she's the one who takes care of the house and gives me some place with it. So this is the bag. It's just a standard Honda part. This is the part number. If you wanted to be exact, like if you wanted to ask me, this is the part number, and it costed in Indian rupees about 5,900 rupees. This is an expensive part. So let me push it back right side. This is the part. So just wanted to say is that parts look good, no? For car guys, even though their part failed and this smells really bad. This is a paper. First, let me remove some of the parts and explain. So this is the gasket. This is a paper gasket. So make sure if there is any oil or anything, it's gonna get removed. And another reason why gasket is placed is that making sure that metal to metal contact or any fluid which is existing in the part, making sure that it doesn't get escaped or exist in any other places which you never want. That's why there is a gaskets prevented in this, used in it. So this is a paper gasket, not like an MCV RTV type of gasket. So this is a paper type gasket. It can be torn very easily, but I'm not intending to tear it. Just first show you around and then let me talk about it. So clear, right? I love this camera. This camera is so good, my guys. Like, this camera captures in detail, not like the old camera. So it's good. I really love this camera. It's nice. So, okay, now let me talk about this. This is just a cap to prevent it, nothing else, but I just asked them. So let me now talk about the MC. Once again, let me show you another diagram. Check it out. So that diagram, what does it look like? There is a piston. This is the piston connector. There is a piston, and then there's a spring. Piston connected to the spring. You know why? There's a piston who pushes the spring. That's why it got a tension in it. Trying to push it, like when I'm trying to push it in, it's hard. The reason why it's hard is because there is a spring inside of it. And why does a spring exist, you may ask me? There is fluid filled inside this. Whenever you press the clutch, you get the feeling, right? The first part, that it doesn't feel like anything. And when you push it in and it tries to push it out, with the spring, it pushes up. It pushes the fluid to the SC, which is the slave cylinder. It pushes all the fluid to the slave cylinder. And the slave cylinder gets the force and gets pushed back. Like when I press the clutch, what happens is that the slave cylinder depresses or compresses such that the clutch is being separated from the engine. Because a clutch is, what's the reason of a clutch? Clutch is to temporarily contact with the transmission, because the engine and transmission, in between the engine and the transmission is where the clutches lay. So this is the thing which controls your whole clutch system. That's why it's recorded in manuals. I haven't studied much about automatics, but I know a lot about manuals and mainly about engines. I have worked in engines, so I'm confident about that. That's why I teach about cars to you guys. So, okay, just like I told you before, there is the piston and the spring. The reason what happened to my car, what failed in it was this. See, you see, like little click, click, click and sound. And one more thing, I'll slowly try to make this sound for you. Wait. Oh god, this is really hard because there are two struts right over here and then the spring itself and the piston. It's hard for me to compress it, but let me just try to do it. You hear the sound, right? you feel the spring, right? It's like a broken spring. That's why I had a broken spring in it. I diagnosed this very easily because I learn about cars. That's why I'm telling you guys, it's very easy. If you learn about something how it works, you'll very easily find the problems. That's why, see, every car is a language. From now onwards, this channel is gonna be on fire about cars. So that's what I'm gonna tell you about. So that means exciting content. So please consider subscribing to my channel. That's one of the things which you could help me buy. Okay, that's the thing. It failed. The spring failed in my car. Not completely failed, but yeah, failed. So I had to replace it. So that's the reason I changed the clutch. I told my service guys to change it out. So I mean, I can work on it. I can change myself. It's very easy. But the problem is I don't have tools because all the tools which I had were left in United States of America, and I came to India. That's the only problem, because I'll be going back to US once again after like 5 to 6 years later on. That's why you can clearly see that the sound isn't good at all. So because next video onwards we are going to be talking about modification. Next month onwards, this car, like I said before, modifications will start. First thing is making a wide body kit. Second thing, choosing some wheels. Third, let's go on the exhaust. We'll think about it, what's going to be the next thing. But I have a idea with this engine, but that's going to be for the next video, for the engine itself, the complete engine module itself. So let's see on the next video. So this is the new video. I'll see you guys next time around. Peace.